Okay, welcome back, guys. Okay, so for this lesson, we'll be learning how to set up, we'll be learning how to use the zoom commands, and we'll also be learning how to, edit, making use of the modification to work on our drawing. So, firstly, the setup basically is not that, stressful. So, we make sure we are saving whatever we're working on regularly. So the first thing you need to do is, set up how you're going to save your files. Make sure your files are saved. Make sure you're saving it into maybe like a file, like a different file. So I might be doing this separately in class with you guys on how to do that. So the second thing under the setup is your your units, yeah. So what are you going to use? Are you using centimeters? Are you using millimeters? Are you using meters? So if you want to set up your units, you just type in your unit. It's gonna what come up with your unit. Okay. So when it comes up with your project unit, we just come to common. You come to common here. So we go to length and distance, and you change them to millimeters. Okay. So you change them to millimeters. So you click OK. So you come to length also, you change to millimeters and you click OK. Unit symbol in millimeters. We don't need to round up anything, so make everything just, zero decimal places. You click OK. So for this one also, let's just put the unit symbol to be millimeters. Round up at zero, click OK, and you click on OK. So that's all when it comes to, the, setting up of the whole drawing. Okay. So, like I said, for your setting up also, we need to work on the floors, the ceilings, and the 3D, depending on what you want to do. But we're going to be learning these ones in a separate lesson where you need to set up when you want to start, you know, working on your drawings. Okay. But this time around, I just focused on the edit version of how you're going to use how you're using your interface, how you can go around your interface and all that. Okay. So let's move to the zoom commands. Yeah. So the zoom commands we have here, we have the 2D wheels, as you can see here. So this can help you zoom in, or this can help you rewind, and this can help you pan, depending on how you want to do it. For panning, you just click on it and you go around. For zooming, you click on it and you make sure you're holding it down and you just go around. And for rewind, it depends on what you've been. You just what rewind, click on it down, and you just go around, go back to where you started and all that. But we don't want to rewind, so we want to stay here. So we just stay here, okay? So that's that on um, zoom in commands. And you can also use your mouse. Basically, you don't really have to use this thing there. You can use your mouse to what? Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. If you want to pan, you just click on that middle thing that looks like a tire on your mouse, yeah? That middle thing that rolls that looks like a tire. You can just click it down and you what? You go around and pan. You understand? So instead of using this one, you can just still use this one. Go around, click on it down. If you want to zoom, you can just zoom in by just scrolling it, you know, and that's basically what you're gonna be needing when it comes to the zoom in commands. Okay. While for the editing commands, yeah, or let's say the modification, yeah, you're trying to edit something. So we have our edit here. So you can be starting from the architectural here, and you want to edit, you can just come to edit here, yeah? Or you go back to your architectural, maybe you click on like a line model. Maybe you want to draw a line first before you can edit something. You know you need to draw a line first, or you need to draw something first. Okay. So let's say we want to draw a line, yeah? We want to draw something like this, something like this. We want to draw something like this, you know, okay? Enter. Click on, okay? So let's say we drew something like this, yeah? But now we need to start using the modify tools. Okay. So the first one we have here is the align. If you're trying to, connect something together or realign something together, we use the align to work on that. So you can click on this align. So let's say we are trying to join this line with this line. So we can just click on this and then click on this dot. Yeah, as you can see here, that's aligned it. Okay, you click on one line first, and we click on this one, then we click on this one. Okay, it's from the vertical to the horizontal. So that's how we're gonna do it. Click on one line on the horizontal, on the vertical, and click on the other horizontal line. Basically, that's how you connect that one. Okay. Okay. So, and if you want to go back to where you've been, you can just say Control Z or you click on undo here. Undo, undo here. Or you just click on Control Z, Control Z. It's gonna take you back. Okay. So the next one we have is the offset. We have the offset here. So offset is when you are trying to take that particular line to the next side based on a particular distance. Okay. As you can see here, I'm trying to draw this exact line on this side. As you can see the line showing here, that's a 200 mm. As you can see showing here, that is 200 mm. We are drawing this same exact line, just offsetting it to the next line over 200 mm. So I can even say I want it to be of 1000 mm. I want it to be 1000 mm. As you can see here, I just click on it, then it's there already. Click on the next one, it's there already. Click on this one to go up, click on this one to go up, you know, click on this one to come down. That's what we call offset. Yeah, as you can see, 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 you need to take note of the direction when you are when you are offsetting. Okay, good. So the next one we have here is the move. Yeah, it's not. So the move is when you're trying to move something from one point to another. Okay, so we have this line. We're trying to move it somewhere here. You get. So that's what we want. We use the move for just to move that component from somewhere to another. So let's try it again. Let's say we want to move this one. We want to move it to where can I move it to? Say here. Okay. Okay. So see it here. The line is showing there already. So that's how we work. We move around. Okay. So the next one we have is the copy. Okay. So for the copy, yeah. So let's draw another component that is visible. So let's say I want to draw a circle. Okay. I drew that circle there. And I'm trying to copy that circle. Okay. Okay. So you can see that's how we work. We copy. Let me try that again. It was Z, on Z, on Z. So we click on that component. Then we click on copy, copy. Okay. So let's say I want to copy to this point. So I want to copy to this point. Just move around, follow that line, copy to this point. I want to come here, I want to copy, I want to come here, I want to copy. Do you understand? So that's how we use the copy, just copying those components and putting them in different places. Okay. So now we have the rotate. Okay. So this time around, we are trying to, rotate something, turn something around. Yeah. So let's draw something different. Go back to architectural, click on model line. So let's say I have something like this. Okay. Enter. And I'm trying to rotate this this thing facing up here. I want it to face down, yeah. So I'm just gonna highlight everything here and copy. Then I'm just gonna click on this. Sorry, we're working on rotates, right? Okay. Highlight everything again and and rotate. So you have your base point, you have your maybe like a second line, like a midpoint, then then you rotate. So you can see it has rotated. So let's try it again, yeah. You highlight. That's your right, you right click and highlight. Okay. Then you click on rotate. Then you have your base point which has been there already. Just click on this for your midpoint. Okay. Click on this. Then you will rotate and click on that point again. As you can see, it has rotated. So that's what we use the rotate for. Okay. Um. Okay. So let's say, so for the trim, basically, yeah. So as you can see in the video, yeah. So the trim here is different from the trim in AutoCAD. So the trim is also for joining lines together. So let me delete this real quick. The trim is also for joining lines together. Okay. So let's say we're trying to join this line to this line. Yeah, we can still use the trim. Yeah. So we just click on this trim, click on this, and click on this. Joint. That's how we join the line together. You draw a line, enter. So we click on this, we click on this. So you can see, then that's how we use the trim, just to connect those parts together. So so let's say, let me draw this down here. And let me draw this right here. Okay, let me see if it's possible to trim this before like this. So you can see, because we have an extended line here. So what it did was delete this line so it could connect to this extended line. So whenever you're using your trim, you need to make sure you know what you are trying to do before you use your trim. Okay. But for me, I don't really bother myself using, trim or everything, all these things, yeah, because Revit has made it easy for you to modify your models. I just use these points, yeah. I just drag them, yeah. I just connect those points together, basically. Just come here, drag it, and that's it for me. I don't really, go for trimming, go for this. If you're working on a very big project and I find it easy for you, you can just use those ones. Okay. So the split is used to, cut elements into two. So when we are working on drawings, when we start working on drawings, we are going to know how to use all these things. Yeah, it's just for you to have an idea of how all these things are being used. So here, so we want to cut through here. Okay, cut through there. I want to cut through here again, cut through here. Okay, I click on enter. So basically, you see, the lines are not picking everything anymore. You see, because I've splitted them, I've cut them into two or into three. So therefore, if I click on the line, it's just gonna pick one line. Click on the other one, it's gonna pick one line. They're not gonna pick everything at once anymore. Like this one now, you see here, everything is picking. But here, you have different lines, picking because I splitted them. Okay. So the next one we have here is the array. So the array here is when you have an element that you want to create an array of that element, multiple of that element on that line. Okay. So if I want to create an array, heading this side, maybe like 10 of this. Okay, as you can see, we have different element of that element that I created. Okay, so let me show you how I did it again. So we have a component that we want to create multiple of, yeah? Click on that component and maybe you click on array, okay? Then you click on the center, okay? Then you click on the direction you want to go to. I want to go to this direction. I want to go this direction. I want to go this direction. Okay. So let's say I want to go down this direction. Okay. Click down. And how many stack component do I want to create? Is it two? Is it four? Is it five? What the standard? So let's say I want to create five. I just click on five and click on enter. As you can see, we have what? Five of that what array, in different what is in the same distance. Okay. So that's what we use the array for. As we start working on projects, you're gonna understand how to use all these things, such as different ideas of how we use all these things. And for this one, yes, delete. If you want to delete something, you can just copy here, and delete. Just copy here and what? Delete. So that's how it works. And you can just copy and click on delete on your keyboard also. Copy and what delete on your keyboard also. It works that way also. Okay. Um, what else do we have here? We have the wall joints, still the same thing, same function as the trim and the align also. Yeah, this is basically for walls. So it's only when you create a wall that you're going to use this, because this can work on lines. These are just lines. We've not started creating walls. Then we have the demolish. The demolish is when you're trying to, demolish that part by showing maybe like the cross section of that part. Yeah. So it's going to show you in hidden lines. So you click on that line, as you can see, it's showing me in hidden lines, it's showing me hidden lines, showing me hidden, showing me hidden, showing me hidden. So this is what demolish. So we have different split flares. We have the beam joints. We're not really using this one because we're not working on beams. We're only working on architectural. So this are what you need to what know when it comes to the editing of what of a project or of a building, basically. Okay. And we have the measure here. Let's say you're not sure about your dimension and you want to quickly, check through. So you can just check through like this. So you can just go around, play around with it, check through like this, pick from one hand to the other hand and just checking through your dimensions. Okay. That's that for that. And thank you for watching.